Harry said his show is cutting edge, so he doesn't want to be associated with my show. Can you imagine? Harry said this morning. Oh, you pulling up Gladys Knight? I want to see some marching, Harry. You find me some. She got boots on the ground, and I'll just stop. What march was she at the March on Washington? Where was she? Where was she? Where was she? Just saying. Are you gonna pull up her personal life? Oh, the first thing that comes up is the Super Bowl controversy. You know, she's a Mormon. She is a Mormon. She was baptized in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. That's Mormons. So, I don't know. I don't know. There's no receipts. I don't know. You know what I think what happened, Harry? I think Gladys Knight got lumped into the civil rights because people you make the assumption. Do you know what I mean? Like, because all her contemporaries were down for the cause, and they just assumed Gladys was too, even though nobody was checking to see if Gladys actually was there. We just assumed. We just like, well, Marvin Gaye is here, Diana Ross is here, of course Aretha Franklin is here, Smokey Robinson is here, Quincy Jones is here. Everybody's here. Everybody's on the streets. Everybody's marching. Everybody's, down with the civil rights. Everybody's got MLK cred. Where's Gladys Knight? So so they were like, well, she's always been about civil rights. Who's civil rights? In what country? Because I don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, for God's sake, Tony Bennett was marching in the damn March on Washington. Tony Bennett. Mr. I left my heart in San Francisco. Just saying. I miss Aretha Franklin. Gladys Knight makes me, with this latest shenanigans of hers, she makes me miss Aretha Franklin terribly. Yes. What book? Icons of African American Protest. She is? Turn to that page. How you know she's in that book? Icons of African American Protest reveals the extraordinary strength current by individuals and the freedom cause of civil rights. 24 leaders showcase here. I don't know, Harry. Give me the table of contents. Let me see who's in this. Let's take a look inside. I don't think so, Harry. I think that's a missed thing. I don't see it. She might be a woman of icon and popular music. I don't think African American protest. I don't know. I could be wrong. Until I see some receipts. Gladys. You know you work too hard. What is Gladys Knight famous for? I know what she's famous for. She had a bunch of husbands. I don't appreciate the way she's having this conversation about Colin Kaepernick. I don't understand it. And the Star Spangled Banner has no love for black people. Even though we sing it, people only sing the first stanza anyway. They don't sing the whole damn song because it would be painful to sing the whole song. I see Miriam Makeba. I see Lena Horne. Those are bona fide civil rights people, world rights people, human rights people. Nina Simone, Abby Lincoln, yes, of course. Diane Carroll, yes. Yep. Cicely Tyson, yep. She was at the march. Everybody was at the march. I don't see it, Harry. Harry's like, I'm going through the fine-tooth comb. I don't see it. she's not there, Harry. I know. It's listen, it's these times that bring these things up. That's all I'm saying. She was not there. I miss Aretha Franklin. That's all I'm saying. And she got receipts. So here's some more Aretha Franklin. This is my favorite, Daydreaming, which Harry, she did for the brother who Dennis Edwards. She had a thing for Dennis Edwards. I guess they were hot and heavy. And but he, for whatever reasons, he wasn't a do right. So but this song is about him, for him. You know, when you work in entertainment public relations, you get a sense of people, celebrity realness, and who's about it and who ain't. And this is why I left celebrity entertainment, because I was jaded. I was like a lot of people, you know. I was like, oh, I want to be amongst the best and the brightest. And I want to be around the people who are doing all this good stuff. And then when you're around them, you're like, oh, this is crap. And it was. And I worked with celebrities for a long time, and listen, don't pick them for this. This is why I don't look to celebrities for opinions or any of that stuff unless they are truly about it. It's not enough that you can say whatever. You have to be about it. And I just can't. I don't really care about anybody's opinion. Like, I don't care if Jay-Z says he doesn't wear cologne or whatever. I'm not moved by celebrity like that. Now, if you go and do some good stuff, I'm with you. If not, deuces. Hi, Harry. Harry, do you need applause? I know you're needy like that. All right, where's my mouse? Okay, there it is. Harry needs some applause.
Thank you. Thank you. Of course, you dragged our whole page. Can I have the mouse?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I? I dragged our whole page to what? Oh, it's all funky.
So, I was trying to defend Gladys.
I know you was, Harry, because you a straight up guy,
but it's hard.
It's okay. Harry, she ain't got no protest songs either. Have you seen the protest song? Gladys sings Troubled Water. Anything? No. Mm-mm. She's a Mormon. Which I ain't got nothing against Mormons.
I mean, yesterday they were saying, is she gonna bow down to peer pressure? And let's face it, these people aren't her peers. She's so far above them. Come on, what peers? It's different if Aretha was around and Aretha says something, but her peers? Come on.
Yeah, you know what? Gladys is 80-something years old, whatever she is.
She looked good.
Oh yeah, she always looked good. And I hold no expectation for people to be on the right side of things. I don't, because I used to, because I am very romantic that way. I believe that the goodness of people, but these last few years shows me that I can't count on the goodness of people to just materialize.
I don't know. I think I love Gladys Knight, but my thing is you could be both things, right? You could be against police brutality, and you could be against kneeling for the national anthem. You could be against both. Mm-hmm. And I think she's there. I think that's where she occupies that space in the middle where right now both sides scream at each other. Nobody's listening.
But listen, Harry, this is not a new argument, because listen, when folks was trying to run in slavery, when people were enslaved and there was an opportunity to get on the Underground Railroad or not, there were people who were like against it, right? Like Harriet Tubman's first husband was against her doing this. And he told on her. Like, he ratted her out, Harry. Because he was like, why you want to mess up this good thing we got here? And she's like, but my family is enslaved, right? I'm still a slave. What are you talking about? Good. What's good about this? So she had to divorce him.
Yeah. She probably got out of there her own way, you know.
But you know what I mean? Like,
no, but
he ratted her out. See,
yeah, but this isn't the same.
It
right?
always comes back to,
it's not the
where
same.
are you on the side of right?
She's on the side of right. She doesn't want. Nobody wants. Well, I shouldn't say
Harry,
nobody wants, but the majority of Americans are against police brutality.
How does change happen? Change happens by movement, not because we are talking. Talking doesn't do anything other than fill the air with language. What moves the needle is boots on the ground. You have to make a stand. The Underground Railroad was not a static thing. It was checks and balances from point A to point B, with a whole system and a network of people covering and playing their part to make sure that people got to where they needed to be. That's
but you know, Colin Kaepernick is old news, right? And
it's never going to be old news for me.
But the NFL isn't even showing the kneeling anymore. So if there are people kneeling, and actually a football player, Miami Dolphin, was actually complaining that they no longer get press coverage when they're kneeling, and that's how the NFL decided to deal with it. Instead of, fining them or suspending them, they told the TV broadcast not to focus on them.
Now, I don't think that's not how press works. That's not how that works.
But that's what's happening.
That is not how that works. They don't say, the press won't say we're not going to, if anything, the press wants to cover, look, they're not on the field. Look, they're still in the locker room. Look, they're da-da-da-da-da. The press does not make a judgment about.
But the network broadcast is what was driving this. And the networks don't go, a lot of them don't even go to the national anthem anymore. They just go to the game. So because they were losing viewers. So instead they decided to step out of the controversy.
So what does that tell you? If this is about money for them, they're not interested in black and brown bodies gunned down in streets. See, that's the
correct.
See the difference? That's the difference. But Colin Kaepernick said, listen, I can't turn a blind eye to what is happening when I'm out here in these streets and black and brown bodies are. Listen, he's not the first one. He's not the last one. Muhammad Ali took the same stance. Now, Muhammad Ali went to his grave beloved, but he was hated. Oh my God. He lost his ability to box. They stripped him of his titles. They stripped him of his license for 20 years.
Look.
And he's like, listen, I'm not going to Vietnam to kill those people because I don't know those people.
I love Muhammad Ali.
Well, people love him now, but they didn't love him then.
No, but even then, right? There was people who loved Muhammad Ali, right? And they were with Muhammad Ali, and just like Colin Kaepernick. But let me tell you,
it wasn't that many.
Colin Kaepernick is no Muhammad Ali, please.
Listen, how do you know? Why would you say that?
Because he didn't care.
Why?
Until he was benched.
When did you think Muhammad Ali cared?
Well,
when did you think he cared? See, you have to know.
There's no way to say.
No. You need to know something about Muhammad. See, I do. I know Muhammad Ali. I know when he was Cassius Clay and then crossed over to Islam following Honorable Elijah Muhammad, right? Which is one of the things he regrets, that he didn't do more to make friends with Malcolm X. This is one of the last things he said in his life, that he wished he did not solely believe all the inflammatory language, and that he could have done something more to sort of to befriend Malcolm,
right?
But he didn't do it,
right? Yeah,
so
I'm all with that,
And listen, Muhammad Ali wasn't what he. I mean, listen, that man had how many wives?
No, look, everybody's far from perfect.
This is not a perfection conversation.
It's not about. That's the same argument I hear about Martin Luther King. Oh, he was a womanizer. So come on.
This is not a perfection conversation. This is a conversation about. In these particular times, Colin Kaepernick is taking some leadership on what is right. That's all it is.
I don't see him as a genuine person.
He doesn't need you to see him as a genuine person. He breathes. He lives and breathes like everybody else. I don't know a lot of people. Who is a lot of people?
A lot of people.
Who? Name me 5 people.
That's like, I can name you.
I can name you 5 people right now who are with it.
But that has nothing to do with it. You see, saying, well, give me a name. Like, if that equates to millions of people.
The point that I'm making is somebody has to have the courage to sort of keep these issues on the forefront. And he is doing that. So listen, somebody's got to keep the issues on the forefront. Otherwise, it gets swept under the rug. And every day, some mother's son is out there gunned down in the streets. We just had a shooting in Chicago.
Not saving anybody.
His job is not to save anybody. His job is to raise awareness. You know who saves? Jesus. He is raising awareness to an issue that is of importance to this community.
You separate religion and...
No, there's no such thing. Everything is all connected.
But Colin, come on, he's old news already.
He's not old news.
Nobody cares.
There's no such thing as old news.
But we all care about, police brutality.
How do we know? How do we know people care?
You look at most of your posts, everybody's against police brutality.
How do we know that?
But just because you don't support Colin supporting Colin doesn't tell you care.
How do you know that?
It just says that you're part of a movement.
Harry, I am a member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. You know what they stand for?
What? What do they stand for, Babz?
So anytime that I stand in solidarity with those women, I stand with what they believe in. Because I joined them for my entire life.
Right. And I'm
a member of the NAACP. You know why I'm a member of the NAACP? Because I believe in what
that you believe, right? I believe that you have convictions. Everybody doesn't have convictions. They just join to join.
I can't concern I cannot concern
a lot of people don't even know what they're there protesting for, what they're arguing about.
I cannot concern myself with people's motivation for why they stand on the side of right. I can't.
Well,
I don't concern myself with what. Listen, I'm not a detective. You know, when you commit a crime, you know what they want to know? They want to know motive, opportunity, all that kind of backstory. I don't need. Listen, if people are marching in the streets, I don't need to know why they are marching. Everybody got their own reason. I just don't want to
associate Colin with anything. I wouldn't do that. You know, I don't want to group him into anything.
I don't know what you mean. I miss Aretha Franklin. That's all I'm saying.
Me too.
I miss Aretha Franklin.
No Gladys today?
No Gladys. I'm going to have to kick Gladys to the curb.
You can't kick Gladys.
I'm kicking her to the curb. I'll get over it.
I heard some of the people you kicked to the curb. What was that about?
Taraji P. Henson.
Whoa. Hey.
Harry.
Hey.
She came out for...
Have you seen her? Hold on. Slow down. Pump the brakes. I ain't kicking her to the curb no matter what.
Harry. She's an R. Kelly supporter. Come on. Where you at now?
I don't want to kick her to the curb.
Harry, she is an R. Kelly supporter. She was on Instagram.
Kicking her to the curb. Put on your seatbelt. You still, you still can ride with me. Just don't say nothing.
Harry, you cannot be like that. See how you are, Harry. You can't. Harry, you have got to pick a side.
Oh my God, I can't sometimes.
See how hard it is.
I really like her.
Harry, she likes R. Kelly. R. Kelly likes Bella. Ha! So look, telling you.
Oh man,
Erykah Badu.
Oh no, not Erykah. Oh my God, I love Erykah Badu. I can't kick people to the side, man.
What you gonna do, Harry? Harry, if you at a party and you talking to somebody and they say, I like R. Kelly, I really like R. Kelly, and all these allegations against him, I just don't find them true. Well, you gonna be like,
No, but
what, Harry?
I just stop listening to them. Just start looking at them.
Harry, I can't mess around, Harry. I just every time I hear somebody cape for him, my blood boils. I'm thinking, man, you care about these girls? Some of these girls are still with him.
My wife just said,
"Uh-oh."
WTF, you tell them to get to stepping.
Harry's like, hold up
Slow down.
Wait.
Slow down.
Wait, Harry's gonna wait. This is what Harry's gonna do. Harry's gonna wait for them to come back around and apologize.
That's right. There you go. Have a forgiving heart.
And they got it. That's Harry's gonna okay, I need them when they apologize and they can make this right, then I could go back enjoying their artistry.
Now they don't know what they're talking about. I'll just chalk it up to ignorance.
I know, Harry, but do you really want to like ignorant people? Because that'll get on your nerves faster than anything.
Definitely.
I saw this thing on Facebook. This woman was on a date. She was on a first date with a guy, and it goes something like, she was on this date with this guy. He started talking about the Gillette. Have you seen the Gillette ad?
Yep.
And he said something to the fact, I just don't see the point of that, or it goes too far or something. And she got up and she's like, this date is over. Like, clearly. So she got up unceremoniously and walked out.
Well, you know, the Gillette ad went a little too far. Toxic masculinity, really?
Harry, you don't believe in toxic Harry, you were that.
But they were associating bad behavior with being male, and that's not cool.
No, they're not.
Bad behavior is bad behavior. It's not toxic masculinity.
Harry, this was Gillette razors for men. So they are focusing it on men. They're not saying toxic behavior is only men. in this particular commercial, we are only talking about the toxic masculinity of men.
They're talking about bad behavior.
I'm sure
of
Kotex will come out with bad behavior tampons for women. I don't know.
Let's see that. I want to see.
But I don't think we need to do that.
I want to see some feminine, toxic femininity.
Harry, that's such a small population of the people. Yes.
But the toxic masculinity, that's a big population.
Yes. Weinstein, Cosby.
No, come on.
R. Kelly. That's a bigger deal. Priest.
You're associating every man with bad behavior.
Did I say every man? No, because I know some men who are lovely. I think Andrew Kaplan is probably one of the nicest, kindest men I've ever met in my entire life. I believe, I think you're one of the nicest men I've ever met.
No. No.
You have a fine mind.
I didn't have toxic masculinity. I had stupidity. See, I was a very aggressive, chauvinistic.
Well, what do you think that is?
Jealous person. That's not toxic masculinity.
What do you think toxic masculinity?
That was just me being an idiot.
That was toxic masculinity.
No, I grew up. I matured.
Yes.
All of the stupid behavior went away. But I know a lot of women who are stupid in their youth also.
Yeah, but we're not. But the point of it's not an either or. It's not an either or. It's just in this particular instance, they are focusing on the behaviors of men.
Well,
that's all.
Gillette sells women's razors.
Yeah, but
so I want to see that commercial.
But this is in direct support of the Me Too movement.
You see, that's the problem.
Why is it a problem? If I want to focus,
because Me Too just threw everybody into one bag.
Well, then I don't think so. Because if you don't belong in that bag, you ain't gonna be in that bag. Seriously,
that's the point. They threw everybody, and you got to fight your way out that bag, even if you didn't.
No, I don't believe that. I never believe that. That's like saying no. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I gotta go. Today's Wednesday. I don't have a guest tomorrow, so we can continue this tomorrow. Oh, I do have to go see the cardiologist. Why are you pinging? What is that noise?
People are texting me.
Why? Because they mad at you?
Well, actually, I got one in support right now.
Oh, who is supporting you? A guy?
I won't say. But they said, how about all the toxic women? Right now, you have a lot of women teachers having sexual relationships with their students.
As opposed to all the men that are raping women in the world?
No, but you see, that's toxic. You can't ignore that.
I'm sorry.
I want to see commercials.
All the women that are being raped.
Gillette.
Every 2 seconds.
I'm gonna stop buying Gillette. Everybody, all men out there, stop buying Gillette.
Every 15 minutes, a woman is raped.
Can I say that?
What?
Stop buying Gillette.
I guess if you want to start that movement,
stop
Harry.
Buying Gillette.
I say buy Gillette, and any man that I know who still supports Gillette, I'm with you.
I'm gonna join the club, the Harry's Razor Club.
I will have dinner with just
the Dollar Club or the Dollar Club.
I'll have dinner with just about any man.
Everybody out there knows.
Any man who texts me or sends me a message raising their Gillette razor in solidarity, I'll have dinner with you or cocktails.
Don't do that.
Why not?
You can have dinner with Babz with other reasons. Do not send her a picture of Gillette. Stand together, man.
I'm gonna get a picture. Oh wait, somebody's in there. I'm waiting for all the pictures to come through. Okay, I gotta get out of here. Oh, let me play this out for all the brothers out there, and Andrew Kaplan, who thinks he's a brother. Hell, let me tell you. He was the judge at the MLK at the Poetry Slam at Peabody Museum.
Oh wow!
Harry Andrew's becoming blacker than me.
That's interesting.
If I go over his house and he's cooking cornbread and collard greens, Harry.
I think that white chocolate's getting to him.
He's my date Friday for the symphony gala. He's gonna be in a tuxedo.
Nice guy.
I know. I can't wait to see. All right, let me get out of here. I miss Aretha Franklin, Harry.